Orinda house where the shooting took place had a reputation for large parties and noise. KPIX5's Len Ramirez joins us now. Len, it is very clear the city's short-term rental ordinance was not being followed in this case.
That's right. They're going to be taking a look at it next week, but it's very clear from today's news conference that a party that large should have never taken place at that house, according to that 2-year-old ordinance, which bans large parties at short-term rentals. But this case may illustrate the difficulty in enforcing city rules when you continually have new clients coming through.
The party, which was publicized on social media, was packed with an estimated 100-plus people, but Orinda's short-term rental ordinance, which covers the house on Lucille Way because it was rented on Airbnb, only allows parties of 13 people.
There are going to be folks that don't follow the rules. That's unfortunately the way the world works.
Orinda's city manager says since February, the city received 3 complaints from neighbors of noise, trash, and parking violations related to large parties at the home, the latest coming at 9:35 last night, about an hour before the shooting. The city says it tried to work with the owner instead of cracking down.
The short answer is they were not fined.
Orinda's mayor says the city is dealing with the tragedy, but will take up potential new restrictions on short-term rentals next Tuesday.
Whether they should be banned, whether there should be changes to our ordinance, would really depend on a discussion of the City Council.
According to an AP report, a woman who rented the home lied when telling the owner that she needed the house for her family to get away from wildfire smoke because they have asthma.
The Airbnb concept really, as I understand it, will lease to just about anybody.
Myron von Reisfeld rents and manages 145 properties in Santa Clara County. He says there are few, if any, safeguards for keeping bad actors out of a home on an online transaction.
As long as you have a method of payment and an email address, they'll rent to you.
He says most traditional landlords require background checks, credit checks, and rental histories.
Most property owners and/or property managers will stay away from tenants that have bad history, whereas in the internet world, I don't know that they have a way of checking that.
As for the house on Lucille Way, Orinda says its days as a short-term rental may be over.
We have contacted Airbnb as well as Booking.com to get this particular location taken off of their sites.
Now, we did reach out to Airbnb today, and they sent us the following statement saying, quote, "We are horrified by this tragedy and are in close communication with Orinda police to offer our support with this investigation into who committed this senseless violence." Again, Orinda City Council likely to take up some new changes on the short-term rental policy here in the city. Reporting live in Orinda, Len Ramirez, KPIX5.